Hey everyone, and welcome to Boston Autoblog. Oh yeah, we're finally taking a break from the crossover madness that's been taking over this channel, and instead we're going to do a review of a compact car. So this is a complete 180 from what I have been doing very recently. Now you guys have been messaging me, DMing me, asking me in person to start doing reviews on Toyotas. So I figured, why not start with one of the more affordable cars in the lineup, and also, surprisingly for a car in this segment, one of the best selling in the United States. Now the Corolla has changed quite a lot over the last few years. It's become more aggressive, it's geared towards millennials now, has a lot more technology features, and well, it's also still popular. So in this review, we're going to check out what has changed from last generation, and also see why Toyota is still seeing 300,000 of these cars being sold in the United States each year. Now before I get in this review, I'd like to thank Ira Toyota in Danvers, Massachusetts for allowing me to do this review. Their link will be in the description below, so you can check out their extensive Toyota inventory. And so, without wasting any further time, let's get right in this review. It's almost becoming a redundant statement when people say crossovers are taking over the automotive industry. The truth always hurts, especially if you're a car enthusiast. However, Toyota has continued to produce and improve the family sedans in their lineup. And with the 2020 Corolla, the compact car segment might still be showing signs of life. Despite times being dire as Ford and Chevy are leaving the small car market, Toyota surprised us all with a Corolla that just might be the best one yet. An appealing appearance was never something you'd associate with the Corolla, as practicality and reliability were always the main selling points. Starting with last generation, Toyota began marketing towards millennials and younger buyers. And now with the completely redesigned sporty exterior, one might argue that it's the best looking in its class. With a black mesh grille and aggressive front fascia overall, the brand has transitioned to being more performance-oriented when it comes to design, mostly due in part to the new Toyota Supra. This sporty theme continues to the rear, as the body lines, black mesh grille, and rear diffuser are elements that were never incorporated into the road presence of the Corolla in previous generations. For the SE and XSE trims, 18-inch machined alloy wheels will come standard, which are certainly an upgrade over the 16s found on the L, LE, and XLE trims. Also coming standard are LED daytime running lights and taillights, and for the XSE, heated side mirrors and a power moonroof are additional features that add quality to the new Corolla. The evolution this car has gone through aesthetically not only indicates the direction the Toyota brand is going in, but it also ensures the survival of this model. The Corolla continues to have a loyal following from consumers that extend decades, but Toyota is well aware that reliability alone no longer equates to sales in an ever-growing demand for more practical crossovers. To help combat this, they gave their compact sedan a hybrid trim that not only comes in at a very affordable base price of just under $23,000, but also gets a combined fuel economy of 52.5 mpgs. Under the hood of the top trim XSE, the Corolla gets a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that puts out 169 horsepower and 151 pound-feet of torque, and is paired with a CVT. This is an increase of 29 horses from last generation, and this boost in performance doesn't negatively affect fuel efficiency either, as the Corolla achieves 31 miles per gallon in the city and 38 miles per gallon on the highway. Front-wheel drive is your only option for the drivetrain, which isn't a surprise, as many competitors aren't offering all-wheel drive in this segment. Despite the many changes to the exterior, it's still your reliable and economically practical Corolla. But is the interior just as exciting as the new outward appearance? Inside, you're greeted by heated soft-tex leatherette seats with fabric inserts for both the driver and passenger. The driver's side is power adjustable, whereas the passenger will have to manually adjust their seat. In front of you is a 7-inch digital display in between your analog gauges, and by using the buttons mounted on the steering wheel, you can scroll through a variety of information. While it may have been intentional or not by the Toyota design team, the analog gauges being illuminated blue gives you the impression that this is a full digital display, which is a nice touch because you're not going to see digital technology offered by many brands in this segment. Moving over to the infotainment system, you'll get an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, Amazon Alexa, and onboard navigation. The Corolla we have in this video also has the upgraded 9-speaker JBL premium audio system as part of the XSE connectivity package. Responsiveness is good, and you have quick access buttons on either side of the screen to make going through menus much easier. You'll get a rear backup camera, and for added safety technology, the Corolla XSE is equipped with forward collision warning, automatic front braking with pedestrian detection, lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, and automatic high beam headlights and adaptive cruise control. As we move down towards the center console, you'll find the buttons and dials for climate control settings. And below that, a wireless phone charging pad adds a modern day convenience to a segment that normally doesn't receive this technology. You'll also find the buttons for your heated front seats with a high and low feature. On the XSE, there's a sport mode button which changes the digital display to be more aggressive, and also allows you to use the paddle shifters mounted behind the steering wheel. And then rounding out the front seating area, for the center storage compartment, you'll find a USB input and enough room for a smartphone or small items. Now that we've gone over what this car offers in terms of technology and interior features, let's go over interior comfort. Well, I have to start off with how surprised I am with the shoulder room. Because in Corollas, you don't expect to have a lot of shoulder room. You expect the car to be more compact. Now, I've been in compact cars. I've owned compact cars my entire life. And, well, this doesn't seem that cramped to me. In fact, I feel like I have a decent amount of shoulder room. Now, of course, I'm shorter, I'm a smaller person, so this car fits my lifestyle, and it fits who I am as a person. Maybe for someone a little taller, maybe bigger Americans, maybe not so much. However, I am a bit impressed because I do have a decent amount of shoulder room. The seats do provide a good amount of bolstering. And of course, these soft-tex leatherette seats, they feel pretty nice. They feel pretty premium. And I do like this a little bit more than leather. And it's definitely an upgrade over the cloth seats. Now, also wrapping up the interior, you do have a center armrest that does come out a bit. Nice soft touch padding. Of course, for someone of my height and my arm length, this works, but maybe for someone a little taller, not so much. Then also, there's soft touch padding along the dashboard, and again, you don't really expect to see that in a car in this segment. And then, of course, you have on my left side soft touch padding as well, and you're going to find that for the rear for passengers with their arms. I'm actually somewhat speechless, just because, again, I've been in Toyota Corollas before, and when you think of this segment where brands are going away from all this, they're going away from providing small cars for Americans, I am impressed because you don't expect to see this type of quality in this price range. Now, for passengers in the back, you have to remember that the Toyota Corolla is a compact car, so you don't really expect to see a lot of legroom to begin with. If you are focusing on legroom and you have maybe older children in the back, you're going to want to go with a Camry or a Toyota RAV4. Obviously, with a bigger family, the RAV4 fits your lifestyle. But in the current situation I'm in, I still have room to move my legs. Now, obviously, this seat isn't adjusted all the way back, and I'm 5'5", so I'm not the average height of a normal American these days, but I still have room to work with here, and, you know, for a younger person, I don't think they're going to be too cramped depending on their size. One thing I will say, though, is that if you're above 5'5", maybe even 5'8", 5'9", closer to 6 feet, you will have a lack of headroom, which I don't usually bring up, but again, with it being a smaller car and also having a lower roofline, you're going to be sacrificing headroom. But again, let's be fair with all my reviews. Now, for the center seat, I have to say, without anybody on both sides of me, I'm okay here. The hump isn't aggressive, so I'm comfortable. The seating isn't that bad. However, if there is a person to my right and my left, I'm going to be squished. But by myself, I'm okay here. I don't feel too cramped per se, but you know, of course, remember, it's a compact car. You most likely won't have a third person in the center, but if you do have to, of course, have the shortest person in the middle. And then to the far left, on the driver's side, I adjusted the seat all the way back, not in terms of having it being reclined, but I still have room to work with here. Again, it's a compact car, so I don't expect to see a lot of legroom, but I wouldn't be complaining at my height and if the seat was adjusted all the way back. But again, this is actually a shorter person's car, so most likely this seat might be adjusted a little bit further up, just because this is all the way back. I highly doubt someone around 6 feet and above would buy a car in this segment. But again, if you are 6 feet and you're in the rear, you're going to be cramped. Now, unfortunately for passengers in the back, they're not going to get rear air vents or third zone climate control, but that's to be expected. You just don't see that in this segment at all. So, you know, that's not shocking, disappointing, or surprising to see. And then rounding out the rear, you do have a center armrest with 2 cup holders. Now, for rear cargo room, obviously, you're not going to have a power liftgate on a Corolla, but inside you're going to find a decent amount of room. That's mostly due to the fact that it's low and wide. Now let's think about it. Most Corolla owners are either millennials, older Americans where the kids have moved out, or they live in the city. So there's enough room for the weekly shopping, for groceries, depending on how big your family is. I don't think that you're going to have any issue putting all your groceries back here. And then, of course, this box is a good indicator of what you might be able to fit. So if you have any other items that you're going to be buying, maybe some smaller furniture, you might be able to fit it in here, depending on how tall it is. But again, if cargo room is a priority, definitely think of getting a crossover in the Toyota lineup. But if you live in the city and you're more focused on having a smaller car, this is enough cargo room for your lifestyle. So at the end of the day, with Ford and Chevy leaving this segment completely, there's not a lot of alternatives for consumers to look towards. And well, Toyota's capitalizing on this. They're making their interiors nicer. They're adding technology features like Amazon Alexa and Apple CarPlay, and they're making the exteriors more aggressive to draw in millennials and younger buyers. But they also have loyal followers and loyal customers as well who buy Corollas every 2 or 3 years because this car is practical, reliable, and economical. So that's the reason why this car is not going anywhere. Toyota's not going to make the same mistake that their American rivals made. And well, for the 2020s, I'm looking forward to seeing what they have in store for this vehicle moving forward. And also, I don't see this car leaving America anytime soon. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next time.